I'm sitting around and minding my own business, and then I find out AEW decided to drop a trailer for the brand new game. I'm excited. We're gonna go through in depth on this, look at the cover, we're gonna compare, contrast. We got a lot to do. It's very exciting. I'm wearing glasses today, it's weird. Let's go. So first thing I need to know is your thoughts. What did you think of the brand new game trailer breakdown for AEW Fight Forever? My overall first impression, I like it. I like a lot of it. I'm very excited today. It's the weekend and it's full gear. There's a lot of shenanigans, there's a lot of wrestling. To kick it off, you have freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy here, challenge for the AEW World Title at Double or Nothing in 2021. I like that they keep the records in here. We have seen this for the little snippet trailers, but we finally get a few more entrances to go along with it. Cassidy's model looks good. That is a recurring theme in here. Some are hit and miss. Moxley, Sting we'll get to, good, but there are some that are really good I liked and some that are okay. One thing I'm disappointed by with the game, it seems like we're going to be getting these condensed entrances, not the full-fledged ones. We're gonna get a little snippet and then transition to the ring. I think that's okay. I think it's fine. It's supposed to be more arcadey. I can get into it. I'm all right with it. We got Jon Moxley next. A very quick little glimpse of him there, supporting the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Something that we have not seen yet up to this point was going to be any of the titles and what they look like. Thankfully, the belts look like a normal sized belt and they don't look like little kitty toys. I'm into it. We can confirm we have Bryan Danielson, American Dragon. And again, character model, not the best quality, but I'll take it. They are highlighting inaugural member of the Blackpool Combat Club, which is interesting for the timing of when the game was developed. Danielson came in, then they formed Blackpool Combat Club. So are we gonna see them as a faction? Tag team entrance together? Who knows? I like to see if they can support this at all with the Blackpool Combat Club, but I do like that they do those little details in there. Adam Cole is obviously all about the boom. Get a shot of Jericho like we saw in the original trailer of the game. We have him as Le Champion, 7-time champion, 5-time World Tag Champion. We do get MJF, the self-professed king of AEW, supporting the Diamond Ring. Again, MJF, character model, the face, it's okay. It's not terrible. I can live with it. Scarf looks great. We do get a look at Thunder Rosa. We don't have Tony Storm here. I would assume that there's a decent chance Tony Storm didn't make the cut for the game, at least for the first round. There was conversations and rumors regarding future DLC character drops that could come out. We'll have to wait and see if that will happen, but I do think that there is a good chance we can see the likes of Tony Storm and others, your Keith Lees, other stars, make the cut. But we do have Thunder Rosa here, which looks great. Talking about her winning streak, you get a little shot of the Women's Championship, which is cool. A lot of detail in there, I love that. We then got a shot of Mox taking out Jungle Boy at the side, and I do like this, and he's just destroying his back. It looks awesome. The only thing that we haven't seen yet is going to be any alternate arenas. Those are presumably in there, but we haven't seen anything when it comes to Rampage. We haven't seen anything other than Dynamite. I'm hopeful that we're going to see a couple, at least a handful of arenas. Presumably they're big shows. They only do a couple pay-per-views a year. So you got to figure all the arenas are going to be in there. We got a nice looking pile driver from Moxley onto Darby Allin, which looks great. Aubrey Edwards is in there. Get our first look at Hangman Adam Page from the side. Looks great. His character model looks really good. The one that looks really impressive, seems like they spent a long time on this, was going to be Sting. Sting's character model, for whatever reason, it's like 2K quality in my opinion. Like, from what they just showed us here, look at this thing. It's ridiculous. It Sting's like perfect. Great job on Sting, 14-time world champion. We get multiple moves of Chris Jericho. Go figure, they want to show him off. They show him off taking on Britt Baker, so we know that mixed match option is in the game. We got Walls of Jericho too. A small glimpse of Britt Baker doing her entrance. Looks really good, shows her winning streak, shows her updated record too. And pausing on Jon Moxley here, I wonder when they have things like enjoyed a 277-day reign as AEW World Champion, I wonder if they're going to tie any of that stuff into the career mode, into the story mode aspect that they've talked about or they've given us a little detail about. But I wonder if they're going to use that as part of a template to show the progression of the AEW star going through the ranks. Pausing on Jericho, doing the Walls of Jericho here, you can see that there is the submission option So we're getting that little like circle going around as they're being put into a submission hold, which is kind of cool. If you pause on the Jericho scene and you look at the fans in the crowd, you can see one of the fans in the front row is supporting a t-shirt for the Young Bucks. So pretty much can confirm the Bucks will be there. We know Kenny's there. And fast forward over to where we see Sting taking a back suplex against the apron. Cool spot, but it looks a little rough, I gotta say. Not a lot of detail, and he's doing it with Adam Cole. I think it's just mostly the shot they're doing here. It makes it not look very good. They should have probably used something else. The next one of Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, presumably in the Lights Out match, we have thumbtacks. We saw the screenshots that came out. There is an obscene amount of blood in this, my goodness. And what's really cool, as I'm pausing on Thunder Rosa with the thumbtacks in her back and the blood. So as a fan of the hardcore matches, as someone who wishes 2K would do a little bit more blood, or at least have it show up a little bit more, this is kind of what I'm talking about. And I think fans that are fans of stuff that's a little bit more hardcore, I think this is really well done for this type of game. It's arcadey and it's a little over the top, and Thunder Rosa having all those thumbtacks sticking in her back, and the blood is going from like the center and it's coming out, and you have it dripping on the mat, adds a lot of extra punch. It gives you, like, I don't know, just a little bit more, right, to the match, and I think I can add a lot of drama in there too. And great that it's happening in women's matches and men's matches. So pausing on the Hangman and Jericho spot here, there's a lot going on in this match. You can see in the background, well, number one, I can see that Jericho's got a lot of blood all over him, so cool. You can see though a lot of different items all over ringside. So we got the pylon, the skateboard for Darby is there, there's a tire. It seems like they're just chucking any kind of weapon item out there during any of these hardcore matches to make it more engaging. The next one where you got Mox and Britt in the ring, you can see the barbed wire bat, fire extinguisher, the kendo stick. We can also see your first glimpse of the other referee in the game, and if I'm not mistaken, that does resemble Rick Knox. So we've got male and female refs. It's hard to grab here, but Hangman and Jericho, Hangman throws a champagne bottle at Jericho and it explodes. It almost creates like almost a firework effect, which is cool with the bottle exploding. But a lot of different weapons there, from regular bats to chairs. Again, there's a red pylon out there. There's a lot that they're going for when it comes to weapons. And even in the next scene where we have Darby, he's on the skateboard. So I wonder if you can get just it specific to those stars that they're going to do certain moves, like Darby on the skateboard, maybe the champagne with Jericho, he brings that out, or he can get that from the ring. So I wonder if it's going to be star dependent, wrestler dependent, or you can just get anything, and can any other wrestler ride the skateboard. But it's really cool that he can do a move off the skateboard outside. And then we get a good close-up of MJF knocking out Hangman Adam Page. I think that looks really, really good. It's a cool close-up. I know in the other trailers that they were showing, the other gameplay stuff, they were showing that we had those different replays and the different angles that they were highlighting in the matches. And I think they've done a good job there of giving us those replay angles. I think it looks well done. And then another cool moment is you can see Orange Cassidy doing his finisher against Jon Moxley, which is really cool to see. You got Adam Cole taking out Jon Moxley on the outside of the ring. Then we take a look at our first look at Jade Cargill supporting the TBS Championship. And it's only to the side, we can't see the front of the championship, but cool that they have it in Jade's name in the light blue that resembles the TBS title. I think her character model looks good. She's got a lot of muscle definition too, which is crucial for Jade. And briefly, you can see a quick motion, what looks to be celebration, Jon Moxley winning the AEW Championship, and it looks awesome. The other piece is looking at what is considered to be by everybody the cover art, the updated cover art for the game. The previous one, the one that I'm showing here, it didn't do anything for me, brother. I think a lot of people roasted this as saying it was fine, but I thought it was very generic. CM Punk was obviously highlighted in the very center of all of this. We know that ain't gonna happen anymore. But this updated one feels and looks way more on brand for AEW. It looks like Dynamite. It looks proper. Like the other one, it's all green. AEW doesn't use the green and white color palette and color scheme. It was silly. This one, it looks like Dynamite. That's what's really cool. And you're showcasing more stars, and you got Kenny Omega and MJF front and center in there. You got everybody you need to be able to highlight for this. Going from recognizable faces of your Chris Jericho, John Moxley, or Dean Ambrose for WWE fans, your Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, and Sting in the background. Those, again, looking at it for casual wrestling fans, those are recognizable faces and names that might get them to buy, or if you're on Game Pass, you get it for free, but might get them interested to play this game. So I like that. If this is going to be the new cover, I think this is a great cover for the game, and better attempt than the first one that they showed off. What did you think of the new trailer for AEW Fight Forever? If there's more news coming out after Full Gear, I got you covered here. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I'm gonna go play some video games, and then I might eat some food because there's a lot of wrestling to do today. Have a good day, everybody. See ya. Bye.